Howdy, it's Jim Morado, and this is middle of June 2022, and we're at the Smoky Mountain Knife Works, down before you get into Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. This to me is like the first stop when we're taking a road trip down to the Great Smoky Mountains. This to me, when we hit Smoky Mountain Knife Works in the Relic Room, we've arrived and my vacation has started. And I love this place. We drove by here many times the first few times that we drove to the area, and we just passed it up. You know, it's Smoky Mountain Knife Works. How exciting is that? And I had a friend say, no, you got to go in there. That place is awesome. And now we usually stop by here a couple of times on our road trips. Just a rough idea there about the main Knife Works place. They've got some cool setups like this. They have several departments. They've got a cool kitchen area. They've got, if you've got kids, they've got a pretty cool toy area. If someone in your life is into knives and that sort of thing, they've got plenty of that also. It's just one cool big store. I'd almost compare it to a Bass Pro Shop, but not really. It's definitely different. And if you go to the very bottom, and we're on our way there right now, if you go to the very bottom of Smoky Mountain Knife Works, and we're getting there, there's kind of some displays here. The place almost is a museum in its own right. As you're looking around, there's lots of displays showing old relics, old knives, things like that. Yeah, check that out. Yeah, the place is almost a museum. You know, even if you don't want to spend any money, go in here and check out the stuff on their walls, because it's just darn cool. However, once you get to the Relic Room, to me, that is where the fun starts. Yeah, here's cases of just all sorts of cool memorabilia from relating to knives, relating to this location, and also relating to the Civil War, World War II. They got a lot of that stuff all over the place. But I always get excited when I get down to the Relic Room. And I also get in trouble there. That's the place that my wife doesn't want me to spend too much time. And I'll tell you right now, usually what happens, we stop here on our way out of town, and I'll make a couple of small purchases. And I'll see a couple of things that are cool that I'll pass on, and then I'll think about them for the few days that we're down in the Great Smoky Mountains. And on our way out of town, I'll stop here again to buy what I passed on a few days earlier. It's not an uncommon occurrence. But what I like, I know the basement, the Relic Room, I always say the basement, the Relic Room is ran by a guy named Chase Pipes. And I used to see him in here quite a bit. I've had some chats with him. I haven't seen him around as much lately, though. I think he's pretty busy. But, yeah, I know there's the local radio station, 105.5, and I listen to them online quite a bit just because I like this area. I like the music they play, and I like to know what's going on in one of my favorite areas where I don't live. But usually on Thursday mornings they'll have Chase come and talk to him, and he gives just a little brief talk about history, and he might mention some of the stuff they're selling at the shop, and it's always interesting. And he rebroadcasts those, or I guess if you want to listen to those as a podcast, he releases those as a podcast, and he has a YouTube channel. And he's a really nice guy, too. I know a couple of times I've talked to him and told him about some stuff I've kind of been looking for. And, he's kind of gone and found something in the back. And just a nice guy to deal with. And I know he's the kind of collector and dealer that likes to make sure the right relic gets into the right hands. And a couple of times he's offered me some good deals, and I have a lot of respect for that sort of collector and dealer. That's just a plus in my books. However, when you go into the Relic Room, if you collect Civil War, World War II, Dinosaur bones, fossils. Yeah, here's the start of the Relic Room. There's just a few pictures I took while we were there. And they've actually expanded the Relic Room. But they have a ton of everything. In fact, on this visit, I don't think I got any pictures. They actually had some items from the Titanic. And that's pretty cool. And of course, you've got, kind of the standard, lots of fossilized things. The insects like you're looking at there, minerals. I know if you look in some of the local coupon books, they will occasionally have a coupon for a free relic or mineral. And that's pretty neat. And I've seen people use those, and they actually give you something pretty cool. So I need to make sure I clip one of those next time I'm down in the area. Lots of cases full of lots of cool stuff. If you collect Civil War postage, foreign banknotes, they've got a lot of that. There's, if you've got someone who's, religious, they've got some really cool relics, old Roman coins, old missionary crosses right there, things like that. And I've actually picked up stuff like that as gifts. Yeah, lots of Civil War artifacts. What I really like about the Relic Room, though, is there are some really good deals. If a kid came in here with a $10 bill and wanted to start a nice Civil War relic collection, they could pick up a few nice pieces with a $10 bill, and I'll show you that here in a second. In fact, on this trip, I bought a button found at a Civil War fort for $6. And they also have some, Civil War bullets picked up from fields for as low as $1 each. So yeah, I mean, if you knew a kid that was really into the Civil War and history, yeah, check that out. And I have a small collection of Civil War bullets myself. I like to pick them up, kind of based on where they came from, which battle and that sort of thing. So I actually, that's one of them I bought, and I wanted to get a picture of it next to the little sign telling about its history. Yeah, check that out. And that's from Dandridge, Tennessee. $2. $2. I mean, they're just about giving that stuff away. And yeah, I think there was one right beside it for $1. Anyway, yeah, I really love the Relic Room. I can't get enough of the Relic Room. And there's just a couple more pictures of the store. But yeah, my wife and I both love this place, and we always find something cool here. Our friends that were with us on this trip, they, some of them got knives and things like that here, but it's just a cool store. And I can't sing their praises enough. And I just wanted to give them a quick tip of the hat. Oh yeah, and again, it's almost like a museum here. That's a really cool taxidermy display. It's impressive. Cool information there. And then there's some camping stuff and kayaking stuff and knives. You can really spend a lot of time here, and especially if you're going to the Smoky Mountains to do kayaking or camping. This is just a darn good stop. In fact, this is easily my favorite store, probably on the planet. And if we're down in this area, this is the one store I have to stop at no matter what. And again, I just wanted to give them a little quick endorsement there. Oh yeah, and these guys are in the store too. I taped them real quick, so we'll let them have the last word.
Bubba. What do you think? Shoot by. I swear I've never before seen a critter sleeping with his eyes open. Bubba!
Yes.
You're right. He's alright. Bubba, inquiring minds want to know, why do you sleep with your eyes open?
So as I can watch a certain little old raccoon make silly faces.
Well, I'll be he weren't sleeping at all. Well, now that you're not asleep, let's go fishing.
You got it. Sing along, everybody. You get a line, I'll get a pole, honey. You get a line, I'll get a pole.
across the field, honey. Yonder come a man across the field, babe. Yonder come a man across the field, kicking up dust like an automobile, honey.